Hello, hello. Today we have an amazing deck, and that is Amethyst Steel. If you got to see any of the coverage for the Chicago Challenge, you may have seen me playing this deck, and so I wanted to give a little rundown on my thought process behind the deck. So I feel like if you were able to crack the format in terms of blue-red on one side, green steel on the other side, and basically if you're able to find the scissors in this rock paper scissors, you would end up at like a new deck that beats both of the decks. And I thought that Amethyst Steel was that answer, and it certainly still could be. I finished with 40 points, so one game win away from making top 64. Extremely close. There is variance in the game, so you cannot have the draws that you need in order to make it to the top 64, especially in a best of 2 format. So looking over the deck, I would say I love this deck list. The only card that I really miss was 3-drop Maleficent. So if we could make room for a 3-drop Maleficent, I would certainly make room for it. But otherwise, I think that this deck is an extremely good deck, and I hope that it finds the success that I think it deserves. All right, so let's go through it. So we got 4 Captain Hook, 4 Robin Hood. The main reason why we're playing Captain Hook is because we need a 1-drop. It pairs well with Pinocchio. It's like an upgraded Rafiki. You also have Mr. Smee, so it fulfills the captain requirement. The only new card that we're playing in this from set 4 is Peter Pan. Card is extremely good, mainly there to punish Diablo players. Then we have Benja, which is a classic set 3 card. It's really well positioned right now, especially with all this bounce against blue-red, against blue-steel, which are the decks I really wanted to play against the most. Unfortunately, only got to play against blue-steel twice and blue-red once, and I ended up playing against green-steel 5 times. Ended up 2-0ing it twice, and I feel like you do have a good green-steel matchup, but the nature of green-steel is that it's likely in a best of 3 to get one really nutty hand, right? And so even though I was able to 2-0 it twice, I did lose games to the nut draw. All right, so looking at the rest of the deck, we got Merlin, we got Robin Hood Shift for our Robin Hood 1. Then we got Yzma and Tinkerbell. So Yzma is a controversial card. Like, people aren't a big fan of Yzma and are like, why are you playing this card? But if you think about it, this deck has the capacity to answer everything except for cards like Tamatoa. And Yzma is your answer to Tamatoa, but not only that, it gives you another way to draw cards. So what of your own cards would you want to target? Pinocchio for 1, Captain Hook, even hitting your own rabbits, right? Draw 3 cards. That's pretty phenomenal. And so I think Yzma is a really underrated card, and I think that there should at least be 1 copy in purple steel decks while the way the meta is the way that it is. Then we have 4 Bubba Booms, your answer to Diablo. 4 Friends on the other side. 4 Along Came Zeus. And the main reason why I played purple in the first place, the Queen's Castle. The Queen's Castle is really well positioned right now because none of the strategies have an effective way to deal with locations. Yeah, there's some people playing Rise of the Titans, but for the most part, very few people playing the Queen's Castle. And so if you play against blue steel or you play against blue-red, it feels like almost a free win when you play a Queen's Castle, right? They can play Maui, but then you can Along Came Zeus and the Queen's Castle is still sticking around. And so this is why I feel like this deck was my choice. I think that if there was a bigger sample size of purple steel like this, then we would have seen more make day 2. And so this is the video solidifying this deck as a tier 1 deck, and let's jump into some games so we can show some proof of that. Okay, see you on the other side. All right, looking at this hand, I want to keep a proper curve, so I'm thinking get rid of Merlin Crab and 2 along came Zeus, and then keep Chernobog, Bubba Boom, and the Queen's Castle. And all we're looking for is like a 3-drop. Alright, this should do. Let's see what we are playing against. Queen's Castle. Okay. Purple green. Okay. This should be a great time. So we'll get rid of a Chernobog's follower and play a Chernobog. Sure. Okay. This is not a Queen's Castle matchup, so I think I'm going to get rid of the Queen's Castle. And I'm trying to decide what I'm going to discard. I think I'm going to discard the Peter Pan. Yeah, even though the Peter Pan can answer this Pegasus, I don't want the Pegasus to have an opportunity to be shifted. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it now. Clear board, clear mind. All right, friends on the other side. Okay, they're playing Peter Pan. All right, we're just going to take out their Peter Pan. Inca Mr. Smee and pass back. Okay, that Diablo is a problem. We have run out of ways to deal with it. But we have plenty of ways to deal with it in our deck, and so hopefully we find the answer through this Merlin Rabbit. Okay, there's an answer. It's not the answer that I'm happy about, but dang, that's not great. That's fine, but we need to deal with this Diablo sooner rather than later. We still have a long game Zeus's and more Bubba Booms, and we still have another Peter Pan that we can hit. All right. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this Mr. Smee, slam this Robin Hood, and I guess we're racing. So here, we just want to find an answer to Diablo. We really own the board and are probably going to be able to win the race. So a card like Tinkerbell would be good here as well. This card is cool. Okay. I will gladly take that. Okay. It's not really the answer we're looking for, but we will play the Yzma and we will go ahead and deal with the... They have 8 cards in their hand, which is not really great for us, but they don't really play removal. And both of our threats are still line up good against our opponent. So I think we're still in this. That's what I really like about this purple steel deck, is that you never feel really out of it. You can think about it like the purple red deck, having like explosive starts, but with better removal. Oof, that's annoying. We're gonna... Oh man. Okay, we'll play our rabbit. And we'll bounce our rabbit. We'll get rid of this Benja, and we shall quest for 2. Alright, let's see what our opponent ends up doing here. I don't think it's going to be great for them. Okay, Ursula, that's great for us. We don't care. Ooh, that's way more annoying. Alright, I will play the rabbit. And I think that I want to play double rabbit. Yeah. I will play another rabbit. Happy to quest. Alright, we were quite far behind in terms of like, they had 8 cards, we had 2. We owned the board, but I think that now we're getting really close to an even spot. I am up on lore, and I still think that I'm winning on board by a little bit, but my inkwell is at 8, and we do have a lot of bounce, so these rabbits are going to be able to get massive amounts of value. Alright, that's cool. So the Ursula will trade. Ooh, Isabel. Wow. That would be a scary card. A card that would win the race. Okay, we get to kill that for free. Ooh, that's a good one. All right, so we'll start off by questing, then playing the Madam Mim. Fox, draw. We'll take out that. Alright, I'll quest. Bounce this rabbit back to hand. And I think I let the Robin Hood go and play rabbit again. Cool, double Tinkerbell. That is quite good. Even though our opponent has a lot more cards than us, I think that we're just going to be able to deal with their board more effectively than they're able to deal with ours. So since they're not winning the race, they're not really going to be able to win the race because they need cards like Merfolk in order to deal with the race, and these Tinkerbells are not going to allow them to do that. And there's a Merfolk. There's a trade. Happy about that. All right. We'll go ahead and get rid of Turnabox followers. Happy to play a rabbit. Oh, another Tinkerbell. And we'll quest with both. All right, we're at 10. They can't really have a exerted character on board that's not Pegasus and just lose their entire board because of this Tinkerbell. But what I can do next turn is I can play Tinkerbell and shift a Tinkerbell to deal 2 damage to their whole board. Basically grab your swords, their entire board. So yeah, so if they take out their Merlin rabbit here, it's going to put them in a really bad spot. So they do have to trade, I think. All right, if you're able to bounce, I'm thinking that I may shift, these Tinkerbells, but we'll put on this one. And we'll go up to 14. And that's game 1. That was pretty good. All right, we definitely don't want to keep songs in our hand. So this is gone. I would like to have a 3 drop. I think that we can also get rid of a goat and a Robin Hood. I think that this is fine. Give her a chance to find a shift Robin Hood and a potential 3 drop. Oh, that's good. Don't think we're gonna need Queen's Castle in this matchup. We'll pass. Yep, no hits. Alright, we'll ink. I'm down to trade, but I'm not down to play Mr. Smee because we don't have enough inkables in our hand, you know? Isabel. Scary card. Alright, this is a little bit scary, but because we need an inkable here. We only play 12 uninkables, so the fact that we've drawn like Rabbit and then along came Zeus and then along came Zeus, it's just been not the greatest. But I think I'm gonna lean on the math here. Okay, we have the answer. And we'll just go ahead and get rid of the Diablo and pass. We're not going to quest there because having the Pinocchio in our hand makes it so that we can take out cards like Ursula. Yep. Unfortunate they get to hit. All right. Okay, they're gonna protect that. That's cool with me. All right. Down to trade. Get rid of this Chernobog and pass. Basically in this spot, we have the Pinocchio and we have the Madam Mim to be able to deal with majority of their threats. Okay. Oh my god. That is dangerous. All right, we have to find an answer to that. We have to find our Along Came Zeus. So how are we going to do that? We needed to draw as many cards as possible. So we're going to play this instead. And I think I need to get rid of that. I'm just going to play out my entire hand. we found all 4 rabbits. We had to find another Along Came Zeus. And so that is what we're going to try and do. And they're trying to protect their Isabel. Oh, that is helpful. All right, we'll start off by drawing 2. Goodbye, Robin Hood. Hello, Merlin. All right, found an answer. Let's go. We will pass. All right, so they will be going to 13. We have an answer. Not the answer that we would like to use, but we still have the answer. Oh my god. That is another problem. Interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Let's start off by getting rid of this. Then we have to get rid of this Ursula. Then we can sing this. Then we'll get rid of the Queen's Castle, and then we'll deal 2 there. Okay, so they can go up to 17 here. Definitely dangerous territory. But we have a plan here. Tinkerbell, Bubba Boom. Quest. We're right back in the game. And I'm feeling ultra safe if we are able to find a Along Came Zeus. They're bouncing it back to their hand. I knew that was like definitely a possibility, but it's not like they could play it again that same turn. Oh. Yep. Boom. 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 And pass. So what do I need here? I need quite a bit. Because I have to beat Isabel and Queen's Castle. And a goat. I think we're dead this game. I think we're out. I think there's a game 3. Okay, I still need to answer to the Ursula. And the Curse Merfolk. Alright, we just start off here, and if we brick, we brick. And that's a brick. Yep. Close game. Alright, so this is gone. 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 Alright, 1 drop, 3 drop. Love a 2 drop. We could go all aggressive by playing the castle, but I don't think that's the route that we want to take. So we're gonna play a 1 drop, pass. Play a 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop. What 1 drop to play? What card to ink? I guess that's what our opponent's thinking about. Alright, Merlin, Crab. Curse Merfolk. I feel like this Tinkerbell is a million miles away. Maybe this castle is worth it. And we'll go this way. If they play a Madam Mim snake here, then I think that we'll probably get rid of the castle. Whoa, okay. Alright, I think that the castle's got to go. They're getting a bit aggressive, so quest. I think I'm gonna bounce a Smee back to my hand. I'm gonna draw a card. No, I think I'm gonna just bounce the Chernobog's back to my hand. So quest, cancel, bounce. I think I let a rabbit go. And then we quest and pass. Because we really need to get to this Tinkerbell. I think that this Tinkerbell does a lot of work. Alright, we got ourselves a castle. And we could slam the castle and try to be aggressive in that angle. I mean, I don't think that the Chernobog's works. I think we play the Merlin here. Found a Bubble Boom. And we just have to quest. So we could have played a castle instead. And Along Came Zeus would help so much. Alright, I'm just going to deal 2 there. Ink the Goat. Quest with these 2 and pass. So we've put ourselves in a decent spot. They could bounce their Pegasus back to their hand, but it doesn't put them in a better situation. So 12, 14, 15 if they want to. Okay. And I go, okay, that's not good for us. They go to 16. They went all in. So I'm going to start off by drawing 2. Okay, ink that. I think that this is a trade. And we go up to 10. I was hoping to hit a Along Came Zeus, because we could, that's why we sing with Madam Mim Fox, because Merlin Rabbit can still sing Along Came Zeus, right? This is not good. So we quest here, and then we bounce. All right, there's the Along Came Zeus we were looking for. Okay, so let's say I play this, or I resolve this. Yeah, so we're gonna sing this. They're gonna go up to 17. Yep, I just get rid of that. They go to 17. We quest. We play the castle. We ink. And then we do that. That gives us an extra draw. So if they don't have goat here, then we're putting ourselves up to 14, 16, 17, 18. So we're threatening. We don't exactly have it. This is a really close game. All right, friends on the other side. So I think that we're singing that. If we can find a Pinocchio. None of these were Pinocchios. Okay. So now it has to be any removal. Oh, so close. Such a close game. So I can get rid of the Diablo, but they still have 2 left. Oh no, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. So here's the play. Boom. Bang. Oh, almost didn't see it. Almost didn't see it. I was just like, where is the line? I don't see it. Doesn't exist, but it did. GG's. And we got it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.